Hello, this is Lisa Shea, and this is part of the Working From Home video seminar. This is part 10 on learning and education. No matter what field you're in, you always want to be learning and growing more about how to run a business, how to interact with others, how to do the specific things in your area that you're interested in doing, and more. The more that you stay in the practice of learning, the easier it will be to keep learning. If you get into the practice of just doing things the same way all the time and not learning anything new, then it will be harder and harder to learn new things and to expand and grow your business. You want to try to travel as much as you can. Remember, you can tax deduct travel, and you can put the URL of your website in your car window, so that gives you promotion when you're driving around. Carry around business cards with you. Carry pens and pencils and leave them behind when you're signing receipts at restaurants and such. And develop your 30-second talk or your elevator pitch, where you're able to describe to someone what a great company you have and why people would be happy to work with you. The more that you go out and expand your base of operation, the more people that you'll get interested in your business and the faster your business will grow. This is by far the best way to get more customers for your business, and many studies have shown that it's this one-on-one networking that really makes successful businesses thrive. You want to read up on business books that talk about how to do all the different aspects of running, how to do your finances well, how to network with others, how to have meetings with others, how to do negotiations, even things like how to do marketing and how to run your website. There's all sorts of books that you can read. There's many audiobooks that you can listen to while you're driving or while you're hanging out in your backyard. So find books on different topics. Sometimes you might be interested in reading a finance book, but sometimes you might be reading a fun self-help book that just talks about motivation and how to be happier with yourself. The more opportunities you have to learn, the better your business will succeed. I'll touch on two different books here, just as examples of some of the interesting books I've found recently. One of them is First Things First by Covey. He breaks the world down into 4 different kinds of tasks. You have urgent and important tasks, urgent and not important tasks, not urgent and important tasks, and not urgent and not important tasks. So if you make a grid for yourself with 4 quadrants and label each of the quadrants with one of these things, write down the different kinds of tasks that you work on in a given day. What you'll find is that a lot of what you work on is urgent, but it's not really important. And it's a good question how these things become urgent. You want to try to minimize the time you spend on things that seem urgent just because someone's yelling, but they're not really important in the grand scheme of things. You of course want to work on things that are urgent and important, but you also want to spend an equal amount of time on things that are urgent but are important. Because if you take care of things when they're small and they're important, then you make sure that they never get into something big and overwhelming. So make sure that you schedule out parts of time of your day to handle things which aren't fires, but which things that will help your business grow long term. The more that you can focus on keeping track of what you're working on and making sure that the things you work on are really on the path of life that you want to approach, the more happy and the more successful your company will be. A main key that Stephen talks about in his book is that we often get ourselves on a track because it's what we've always done, and it really isn't a track leading towards somewhere where we want to be. If your business is driving in a certain direction and it's not a direction you'd be happy in, then it's time to change that direction and to point yourself somewhere where you really are helping people and helping yourself be more happy. It's good to catch these things early, because if you let yourself get set on a path, it gets harder and harder to change when you're getting more entrenched in the way you're doing things. Another book that I found helpful is Take Time for Your Life by Cheryl Richardson. This has 7 different main areas of category. You have to take care of yourself first. This is the infamous situation where the plane is going to crash and you have to put your own oxygen mask on before you put the oxygen mask on others. It's not that you're being selfish, it's that if you don't have your own oxygen mask on, you can't help others. You're going to collapse and then everyone will have problems. You need to make sure that you are healthy first, and so that you can take good care of people who need your help. If you're not healthy and you're not taking care of them well, then there's lots of people suffering. If you take good care of yourself, then you're capable of taking care of others and everyone will be thriving. She says to organize your priorities. You want to make sure, just like in the previous book, that what you're working on are things really that need to be worked on, not just the things that people are screaming about at the moment. So make sure you are important and that you take care of long-term planning as well as short-term planning. You want to identify and remove drains. This is difficult for many of us. We get entrenched in situations where we volunteered and we think that we have to volunteer there. In the end, You have to take care of yourself, which is the first part, and part of that is making sure that you focus on things that are really good for you and along with your goals in life. So if someone is a real drain on you and they are just a constant drain and it's better to distance yourself from them and let someone else take care of that problem so that you can do a better job of taking care of all the other things in your life. You have to take care of your financial health. If you're not doing well money-wise, we all know how money destroys most marriages, it destroys all sorts of other things. Money is a key factor in many problems. So if you don't have enough money coming in to pay your bills, then that needs to be something that you focus on. It's fun to go out and splurge every once in a while, but you need to have a good plan and manage your day-to-day financial health and live within your means so that you can take care of the other things you need to. You need to be fueled by healthy things. This is the opposite of the drain problem. You need to make sure that when you are gaining fuel and working on your day-to-day life, that it's healthy things that are giving you energy. So this has to do many different aspects. You need to eat healthy foods because healthy foods will keep you going at a steady pace without the jolts of caffeine or sugar rushing through your body that then cause the collapses afterwards. You need to have a good exercise plan so being healthy so that your body can go day to day and take care of everything you need to take care of. You need to have healthy pursuits so that you're doing things that are making you feel good and that are making the world feel good so that you have a good positive feedback system in place. And this goes along with building a soulful community. When you're doing all of these good things and trying to live within your means, you want to have a community around you that's supporting that and reinforcing that. It doesn't help if you're trying to live financially wise and to be happy if you have friends around you that are always splurging money and picking on you and harassing you for not going out and buying more shoes or doing the things that they're doing. That just makes everything much harder for you to achieve your goals. You want to have friends around you that support you in your goals, that are happy to help you with your goals, that will go out walking with you if you want to go walking, that'll go eat healthy food. It's not that they have to not eat chocolate cake if you're on a diet, but they shouldn't be trying to foist chocolate cake on you and pushing you and harassing you and asking you why you aren't eating chocolate cake. You want to have a group of friends and family around you that are trying to support you in the things you want. And finally, you want to have a spiritual well-being. This means that you want to be generally happy with what you are achieving in life and with the path that you are on. And that if you are truly content with the way that you are going and with the things you are achieving, it makes everything else work much more smoothly. So this is the final part of the first Working from Home video seminar. This is a general overview of all the things to keep in mind when you're trying to work from home. I have a lot of information on the lisashea.com website that shows you step by step through all of these different details. And I think the key thing I want to say here is that I've worked with a number of women who have started working from home from all walks of life and all levels of education, and it really can be done. The key is to take it step by step, to really research each step and to think about it, and to build a strong community around you that is going to support you in your goals. You should have people that are supportive and helpful. You should have a focus on the things that you want to do and realistic expectations. You shouldn't try going into this to build yourself a mansion and a yacht and to immediately get $10 million by ripping people off and selling them illegal land sales or something. You want to be going into this with a clear focus of a slow but gradual growth and creating a quality website if you have a website or creating quality products. The more that you focus on high quality long-term goals, the more successful you will be and the happier you will be with your daily life. Feel free to email me if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed this series. Please take a look at the other series that I have, which go into more detail on specific areas like building a website or building business or choosing business ideas. Thank you very much.